The power of hope, a lifeline in the midst of adversity. There is a powerful quote from Nick Vujicic, a motivational speaker born without limbs, that resonates deeply with people who may not understand it unless they have experienced profound hardships of their own. I was never truly disabled until I lost hope. Believe me, losing hope is worse than losing a limb. At first glance, this quote may seem extreme to those who have never experienced physical loss. How could losing hope be worse than the nature of hope, a vital lifeline? Hope is more than just a feeling. It is the lifeblood of human resilience. Hope fosters the belief that tomorrow has potential, that present circumstances can change, and that suffering is not permanent. It is why we wake up every day, try new things, and dare to dream. When someone loses hope, they essentially lose the will to keep fighting. This is why Nick Vujicic's message resonates so deeply. He was born without limbs, a condition that many consider a major and permanent obstacle. For Vujicic, however, the real challenge was not his physical condition, but the emotional and mental struggle to maintain hope in a world that often equates physical ability with physical ability. He realized that as long as he had hope, he was never truly disabled. But when that hope was taken away, even for a moment, he felt more disabled than any physical disability could ever make him feel. Physical disability versus emotional disability. Physical disability is something that is visible. Society can see it and acknowledge it. It is easier to empathize with someone in a wheelchair or who has lost a limb because the challenge is external and obvious. However, emotional and mental struggles, like the loss of hope, are internal and often invisible. These invisible disabilities are the most damaging because they silently erode the foundation of a person's life without the awareness or understanding of others. When you lose hope, you lose the motivation to overcome adversity. The mind, unlike the body, is the real battlefield, and once it surrenders, all external success and efforts collapse. A person without hope begins to see every situation as futile, leading them into a spiral of despair. Without hope, people stop trying. They lose the ability to see solutions, become paralyzed by fear, and lose their purpose in life. In this sense, losing hope is worse than losing a limb because it takes away the will to even try to overcome a challenge. Why losing hope is worse than losing a limb? For those who have never experienced a significant physical loss, it may be difficult to understand why losing hope is considered worse than losing a limb. But Nick Vujicic's experience provides insight into this reality. Imagine losing a part of your body, a leg, an arm, or the ability to walk. You still have the mind, emotions, and inner strength to overcome adversity. Rehabilitation, assistive devices, and a strong support system can help a person adapt and thrive despite physical limitations. But now imagine losing hope. There are no prosthetics for a broken spirit. No amount of physical therapy can restore the will to live if you have given up on life. Losing a limb can cripple mobility, but losing hope cripples the spirit. And without the spirit, no physical ability can give meaning to a person's life. Nick Vujicic, despite being born without arms and legs, turned his life around, not because of some physical change, but because he found hope. His ability to thrive, speak in public, inspire millions, and live a full life was not because he regained his limbs. Instead, he found hope in his heart and mind, proving that hope is the most powerful force a human being can have. The dark side of losing hope. Losing hope doesn't happen overnight. It's often a gradual process, compounded by disappointment, failure, and unresolved emotional wounds. Life's challenges, whether financial, relational, or health-related, can make you feel down. It erodes the sense of optimism that people hold. At its worst, losing hope can lead to depression, anxiety, and even suicide. There is a profound danger in losing hope because it often leads to a complete disengagement from life. When someone loses hope, they stop trying, stop caring, and stop believing in any possibility of a better future. It is at this point that life becomes unbearable, not because of physical pain, but because of the emotional and mental toll of feeling completely helpless. Reinventing hope, the journey back. The good news is that hope, though fragile, can be restored. Even those who have lost all hope can find hope again, and the process is deeply transformative. Here are some ways to rekindle hope. 1. Reframe the challenges. Sometimes the biggest barrier to hope is the perception of the challenges. When someone sees their obstacles as insurmountable, hope diminishes. However, when challenges are reframed as opportunities for growth, hope can begin to return. Instead of seeing failure as the end, it can be seen as a lesson for the future. The key lies in changing perspective, understanding that no situation is permanent and that every failure is part of a larger story that is still unfolding. 2. Find purpose. Purpose is a key element of hope. When people have a reason to live beyond themselves, hope can flourish even in the most dire of circumstances. Nick Vujicic discovered his purpose by inspiring others and sharing his story of resilience. When a person's life has meaning, they are willing to endure pain and suffering because they understand that their existence has value beyond their personal struggles. 3. Build a support system. No one should face adversity alone. A strong support system of friends, family, or community can rekindle hope in someone who has lost hope. Others can often see potential in situations where individuals cannot. They offer love, encouragement, and reminders of a person's worth. Sometimes hope is ignited externally before it can grow internally. 4. Set small, achievable goals. Sometimes the idea of overcoming a big challenge can seem overwhelming. In these moments, hope is best restored by breaking down goals into manageable steps. Small victories along the way help restore confidence and build motivation. Each small success fosters hope for the next, eventually creating a chain of achievements that rebuild hope. 5. Faith and spirituality. For many people, faith provides a source of hope, especially when circumstances seem bleak. Whether through religion, spirituality, or personal belief, faith often gives people the strength to believe in the unseen and to trust in a greater purpose. Faith reminds people that they are not alone and that their struggles are not in vain. The triumph of hope, a life reimagined. Nick Vujicic's life is a testament to the transformative power of hope. Born into circumstances that many would consider impossible, he overcame every obstacle not through physical means, but through the unbreakable power of hope. He learned to see his disability not as a curse, but as a platform to inspire others. His message is clear. The loss of hope is the true disability, for without it, life loses all meaning and direction. This same message applies worldwide. Whether faced with physical challenges, emotional turmoil, or mental anguish, the loss of hope is far more debilitating than any external loss. But even in the darkest of times, hope can be rekindled. It is the only resource that, while fragile, can be rebuilt with the right mindset, support, and intention. In short, hope is the true lifeblood of the human experience. Losing hope can feel like the end, but it is never too late to rebuild it. The journey back to hope is not easy, but it is possible, and once restored, hope becomes the greatest tool we have to overcome the trials and tribulations of life. Like Nick Vujicic, we too can overcome, not by changing our circumstances, but by rekindling the flame of hope within. Thank you for watching our videos. It is a source of motivation to help us share more good videos about life values. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos.